Sarah lived in a quiet town where dreams often seemed out of reach. Her mother worked tirelessly as a waitress, barely scraping by. Sarah, too, had to juggle several odd jobs, working in a small cafe, tutoring kids after school, and sometimes even helping at the local bookstore. Despite her exhausting routine, Sarah always found time to sketch. It wasn't just a hobby, it was her way of escaping. Her sketches were never fancy. They were rough, with pencil smudges and imperfect lines. She sketched on scraps of paper, napkins, receipts, or the backs of old envelopes. Each sketch was a quiet rebellion against the life she was expected to lead. One evening, while waiting for customers to finish up, Sarah sat in the corner sketching a cityscape. The cafe was almost empty except for Mr. Adams, a regular who always sat at the same corner booth. He was reading a book when he glanced up and saw Sarah sketching. "That's beautiful," he said, surprising her. "You've got a real gift. Why keep it to yourself?" Sarah laughed nervously. "It's just a little thing, nothing important." He raised an eyebrow. "Why don't you share it with others? You never know, someone might notice." She shook her head. "I'm not good enough for that. No one cares about something so simple." But Mr. Adams smiled kindly. "You never know until you try." That night, Sarah couldn't stop thinking about his words. Could she really share her sketches with the world? She hesitated, but the next morning she created an Instagram account and uploaded one of her favorite sketches, a half-finished drawing of the city at sunset. She hit post, feeling both terrified and excited. To her shock, the response was overwhelming. People began commenting, sharing her work, and praising her for the beauty she didn't even realize was there. It was the start of something new. Sarah decided to keep going. Each sketch felt like a step further into her destiny, and before long, a local gallery contacted her about showcasing her work. The exhibition was a massive success, and she started receiving commissions from clients across the country. Years later, Sarah looked at her thriving art career and remembered those quiet moments when she almost gave up. She thought about how the smallest action, sharing one piece of art, had changed everything. Sometimes the world just needs to see what you've been holding inside, so don't underestimate the power of your dreams. Even the smallest step towards sharing your talents can lead to big changes.